Today we're going to talk about microphone placement and what's the ideal distance for podcasting or recording your voice with a condenser mic or with a dynamic mic. Placement of the mic's always going to be a balancing act between getting the right signal to noise ratio and considering the proximity effect that when you get closer, you do get more bass, which sounds kind of cool for like a radio voice. But if you get too close, you start to get pops and breath sounds, P's and T's and F's start to be a bit noisy. And you will find with a condenser mic that you want to be a certain distance back from the mic. With a dynamic mic, if you creep back too far, you find that proximity effect loses too much bass. And also you're going to have to boost the signal afterwards and your noise floor is going to raise. So you'll find that a dynamic mic is actually the ideal distance will be closer than a condenser mic. And of course you want to be in the quietest room you can when you're recording to stop other noises causing the noise floor to rise. But if you're using a cheaper or sort of consumer level dynamic USB mic, you will find that the noise floor from the electronics in that will kind of mean that you do have to have it quite close. So let's explore a couple of different mics and see what the best distance is to get the best result from those mics. So we're going to test out the Rode NT USB currently sitting on the counter, sort of 1.5 times that hang 10 kind of distance. I'm going to pick it up now, and here's that sort of recommended distance for a condenser. And now let's sort of creep a bit closer here. That's sort of 4 fingers from this breath pop filter. Then if I'm way up on the pop filter, that's sort of the effect we get. How did you guys feel about that? I thought the recommended distance of the hang 10 fingers was pretty ideal. When we came a bit too close, it got too bassy and a bit of breath noise started to creep through, even through the pop filter. And when we got further away, it just meant that the signal was lower and we had to boost it more, and that made more of the noise floor creep up. You could hear a bit of noise from the computer fan and you'd hear other noises creep up as well. So I reckon I'm going to recommend that you go around about the hang 10 distance away or just ever so slightly closer than that. Let's try the same test with a dynamic mic, the Samson Q1U USB mic. Here I am touching my lips on the windscreen, and that's a very strong signal. Let's try the suggested 4-finger distance. Here I am 4 fingers away with the gain set on 83, and let's try 3 fingers, moving just a little closer now. 3 fingers, 2-finger distance now. That's probably going to get a bit more bass response. And a 1-finger distance, I can now probably not speak so loud and just see how that sounds. Now I'm touching the grill with my lip and it's probably a bit too bassy. So how did you feel about those results? I thought with this dynamic Samson Q1U that we should be around about 2 or 3 fingers away with that one. And with the Rode NT USB, I thought around about the hang 10 distance or just a bit closer was pretty good. So I hope that helps you. And for your information, the gain in Windows was set to 60 for that and for 83 for the Samson. So if you have similar levels, as long as you're not yelling or playing drums or something rather than speaking, I think those input gains are pretty good for those distances. Good luck.